Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Look, are you trying to find credit unions that are better than Navy Federal, that offer more accounts and more money than Navy Federal? Well, if you have, this video is going to help you because I put together a list of some of the best credit unions you can join much easier than Navy Federal, plus they offer more accounts than Navy Federal. Now, that being said, the first one we're going to talk about is TD. They have a credit card they offer for $5,000, but you have to have an excellent credit for that. But they also have a credit card that starts at $2,000. And then they have another one that starts at $2,000. And all you have to do is have at least good credit for that. Now, the reason I like this credit union is because they may not be inquiry sensitive. So say that I usually tell you if you have between 6 and 8 inquiries per credit bureau, then you're in the danger zone. Well, to my understanding, that with this here credit union, that even if you have over 8 inquiries, you may still be approved for one of their credit products. Now, they pull Equifax FICO 9, okay? So that's the thing about it. It is a FICO 9 financial institution, which I really like. Again, Equifax FICO 9 TD, they offer not only the personal loans for up to $50,000, but they offer lines of credit as well. Okay, so they have the personal loan, they have the Home Advantage personal loan. So if you're trying to do some remodeling or medical bills and stuff like that, they offer this here loan, plus they offer the cash line of credit. Now with Navy Federal, they don't offer a line of credit, okay? They do offer a home improvement loan, but you have to prove that you own a home. With this here, you don't, okay? So that's the good thing about this. The auto loan rates are not that bad. So if you're looking to get a car or something like that, you can see their auto loan rates are starting at like 5.74. Now, the key to this, in order to become a member, so when you go to membership eligibility, here's your membership eligibility for this, okay? And so this is all the counties that are in the Victoria, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Gulf Coast area. Okay, so those are all the counties of Texas. However, you have other ways that you can join, like through different organizations, okay? And so by joining them through different organizations, they have all of these here different organizations that you possibly can join. And so they have them, so you would have to go through here and see if one of these organizations fit your criteria in order to join, okay? But remember, this is an Equifax FICO 9 financial institution. United States Senate, in order to join them, you can join them through the American Consumer Council. Now, one of the cool parts about joining the United States Senate is in terms of their loans. They offer, like if you're looking at personal loans and lines of credit, then Navy Federal, okay? So they offer pretty good interest rates on car loans as well, as you can see here. But we're going to talk about these personal loans, because with their personal loans go from $250 up to $70,000. And they go from 24 months up to 84 months. But one of the really good things about it is because they offer bridge loans for retirement, plus they offer personal lines of credit. So they offer, if you like a payday loan, it's called the Easy Line, and it goes from 100 up to 1,000. But then they have the Premier Line, which is personal line of credit. And again, you guys know this is my favorite with any institution, if it offers a line of credit, so that way I can always use that money, pay it down, and use it again without continuing to apply for it. And those loans go from 1,000 up to 50,000. All right. Now, let's talk about some of these other places that's easier to join. And this is Viridian. This is Viridian Credit Union, okay? And so with Viridian Credit Union, you can see here they offer the personal loan, then they offer the Premier personal loans. So if you're below a 720, then you can still get the personal loan, but the interest rate may be a slight higher than if you was a 720, because you can get from 10,000 up to 40,000 with a 720 credit score. Now, the reason I put this in here is the situation with them is because they are a Vantage financial institution, meaning they would use your Vantage 3 TransUnion in order to help you join, okay? So many of you, when you go to Credit Karma and you see that, hey, your TransUnion is 680, 700, right? And you wonder, well, who takes that? Because 90% of the banks don't use it. There's very few credit unions that actually use it. So who takes it? Well, this credit union, Viridian Credit Union, is one of those credit unions, and they operate in all 50 states online. So you can be, as long as you can sign up online in all 50 states, okay? And so they do have a quick draw line of credit in case of overdrafts and stuff. Then they have a payday loan, so that goes up to $1,000. So again, even with Navy Federal, they don't offer payday loans, right? So that's a good thing about them. Now, let's talk about what else do they offer that could help you. Again, this is a Vantage score, right? So this is a Vantage score. Now, they offer the credit cards. And as you can see, they are Visa Signature cards, Visa Platinum, as well as the Visa Platinum Rewards, as well as the Visa Platinum. Now, usually when you see the word Platinum, those type of credit cards are usually credit cards that you would more likely start with a lower interest rate. Many of them, they start with a 0%, all right, but not all financial institutions. However, again, this is a Vantage score. So in terms of like this here Platinum card here, we can see what it is that they actually offer in terms of intro, okay? So they don't offer any intro on this here card, all right? But at the same time, like I said, remember, this is a Vantage scoring system. So it is much easier for you to be able to get access to funding and stuff. As far as you want to get is you want to try to get the credit cards that offer zero interest, anywhere from 12 months up to 23 months. Because I don't think they offer a 24-month no interest, okay? I know they go up to 23 months, all right? You can look at some of my previous videos where I get, this is DC Credit Union, okay? DC Credit Union. Now let's look at the personal loans, all right? So with their personal loans, the different loan types, so they offer a signature loan. The signature loan is small, all right? But they also offer a line of credit, which is small, 5,000. But at the same time, they offer more products. So they offer a relief loan. So say that you get laid off from your job and stuff, and it's no credit check, and it's up to $3,000. So you can get a loan there. This is something that Navy Federal doesn't offer. You get laid off, like you may can skip a payment, but you can't like actually borrow money or whatever. Then they have the payday advance. Now with the payday advance, you can borrow up to $1,000. They also have a few other products that I really like. Navy Federal has a great credit bill. They have the N rewards, they have the pledge loans, right? But they have the credit builder loan, plus they have the second chance loan. Now with the second chance loan, if you see it here, it's a loan, it's an unsecured loan or credit card that goes up to $2,500, okay? So if you need a second chance, you've been in the check systems and stuff like that, this is one of those lenders you want to look at to see if you can qualify to join. And here's another thing. It strictly tells you, once your score has gone above 550, you can apply for their other loans. All you need is a 550 credit score to apply for their regular loans and lines of credit and their credit cards. This is how good this credit union is. But wait, there's more. This is another thing that they offer that I really like, is that they offer microloans for businesses. And all you have to do is have a minimum credit score of 6, okay? Now, look at this. Their debt to income ratio must not exceed 50%. Now, and their loans go up to $50,000. This is so important, this is debt to income ratio, because many of your banks and credit unions, usually the maximum they'll go up is between like loans and lines of credit. Usually, if you have over 55%, they'll turn you down, even if you have a 750, 800 credit score. Okay, so that's something you definitely should keep in mind. Now, here's another lender, again, that offers better products than Navy Federal and larger amounts of money. Okay, this is Patelco Credit Union. Now, with Patelco Credit Union, the situation with Patelco, it's an Experian FICO 8. Okay, now the way to join them is through the Financial Fitness Association. Okay, they even offer more products than Navy Federal. Plus, you can actually double dip with them, meaning that hard inquiry, you pull in Experian FICO 8, you can double dip with it. Now they offer the personal loans, the signature lines of credit, the score up builder, the instant backup line of credit, as well as a savings secured to help you build up your credit, your certificate to be secured to build the credit up as well. Now, let's, in terms of just looking at just some of the benefits of the personal loan. So with the personal loan, goes up to $100,000. Navy Federal doesn't give that much money out. Navy Federal on their personal loans, I think it goes up to $40,000, okay? Up to $40,000. Now, like I said, with Telco, that inquiry to be a part of them, you can use that to get multiple products from them. That's the reason that this is a very good credit union. Now, there's something else. Let's look at their signature lines of credit. With their signature lines of credit, okay? So with their signature lines of credit goes up to $50,000. $50,000 with their signature lines of credit, okay? Now, let's go. They have the score up builder, okay? This is very important, especially if you have a low credit score. If your loans go from 500 up to 5,000, okay, from 6 to 36 months. And so this is basically what it's about. You apply for a loan and manage and everything like that. But at the same time, I just wanted to give you guys a perspective in terms of, like, I know a lot of people are stuck on Navy Federal. They give out more money and stuff. Not necessarily. These credit unions definitely are easier to join, and plus they give out more money. All right. Here's another credit union, and this credit union is Andrews Federal Credit Union, okay? So they offer personal loans and lines of credit as well. But here's the thing about it. So as you can see, with their personal signature loans, it's $50,000, okay? Then they have a cash to go. So if you're like need a payday loan or emergency loan, they go from $250 up to $50,000. Now, also, you must be a Andrews member and stuff like that. But here's the thing about it. They offer a premier line of credit as well to $50,000. Plus, they offer a overdraft line of credit up to $10,000. If you're rebuilding your credit, they offer secured loans. All right? They offer secured loans. Now, in reference to Andrews, that you can join through the American Consumer Council. It's either Equifax or TransUnion. Most of the time, they're probably going to pull the Equifax. Now, here's the thing about it that most people get confused about. They probably heard of Andrews credit cards, and they have some very good credit cards. So, in terms of, let's compare all of the credit cards so you can understand, all right? So, this titanium card, this is one of their credit cards. It starts at $5,000. Now, with this titanium card, you have to have good credit to get access to it. However, like with the rest of these cards, you can have a fair credit, okay? With the exception of the secured card because it's a credit builder. But with this Platinum Rewards and Supreme Visa card, all you have to do is have fair credit. Now, in terms of the Platinum card, I was telling you guys, usually with the Platinum card, here's the thing about it. Most of the time, if you're looking for a balance transfer card, you always want to see what bank offers a Platinum card, because that's the one that usually offers the balance transfer. Some of them offer them for 6 months. Some offer it for up to, again, 23 months. So that's the thing about it. 18 months, I've seen 18 months and I've seen 23 months, all right? But the good part about it is that you can have fair credit to get access to this credit card, all right? Now, going back to the products, in reference to they offer business loans, business lines of credit, and I always tell you, if anything, you always want to go for the business lines of credit, okay? Because most of the time, they just want you to garner a relationship. You don't have to be in business for 2 years, but you have to be with them for at least 6 months to get the business line of credit, okay? So that's the thing about it. Now, here's the thing about it, up to $75,000, okay? Now, the thing about it with Navy Federal, they offer business, unsecured business credit card and business lines of credit. But the maximum amount as a new business, they usually are not going to go over $35,000, okay? So that's the thing you have to understand when trying to get like a business loan, a business line of credit. And also keep in mind, if you have a business and you're trying to look for business funding, some of these credit unions, like Navy Federal is a non-geo restricted. So anywhere in the country can get a business credit card with them. Some of these credit unions are geo restricted. But at the same time, all of these credit unions are not reporting your business transactions to the Business Credit Bureau. So they're not going to report to Experian Business. They're not going to report to Equifax Business. They're not going to report to Small Business Financial Exchange, which shares that information with Dun & Bradstreet. Okay? Now, it's good for them in turn. However, just keep in mind, if you want an account that's a business account that's going to actually report your business transactions to the Business Credit Bureaus, then you would have to look at like Chase Bank, you would have to look at Capital One Bank, Citibank, because those banks are the top 3 that report to the Business Credit Bureau. However, American Express, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Truist Bank, PNC, those banks, they actually will report to the Small Business Financial Exchange, and then that information is picked up with Experian and with Dun & Bradstreet. So, excuse me, that's something that you have to keep in mind. Now, another credit union that I would have on the radar, and the reason is because they are a Vantage 3 credit union, and this is BCU, Baxter Credit Union, okay? And so they offer credit cards and stuff, and the way to join, the easiest way to join, if you're not employment associated with it, or you're not in one of these counties, or you don't have family and friends, is the Life Money U. You can join through the Life Money U, okay, program, which is about $5. However, when you join, they'll actually waive that $5, all right? So that's the way you would join there. Now, let's talk about in terms of their credit cards. So here's their credit cards. They have the cash rewards. They have the low rate. Now, this low rate is comparative to Navy Federal's Platinum card, okay? So Navy Federal's Platinum card, 0% interest for 12 months, okay? On purchases and balance transfer, just like this here credit card. Now, if you're trying to, say you're trying to eliminate some debt and you're trying to do like velocity banking and stuff, this would be a great card to get. The reason is, again, one, because you can use a Vantage score to qualify for this card. All right. Number 2, because it charges 0% interest on purchases and balance transfer, that way you're just actually using your money and using their money instead of yours to actually help pay down some of your monthly bills and stuff without paying the extra interest on it. All right. Now, this is another one of those credit unions I really like. I think you should have them on your radar and stuff like that. Like I said, they do offer like somewhat of a credit builder and stuff like that. Like they do offer a credit builder card. All right. So they offer a credit builder loan as well as a credit builder card. Okay. So now you have two options with them to help rebuild your credit as well. And granted, like I said, it is a Vantage financial institution. Now, the last financial institution that I really like, and again, if you're able to get into this one, you're in the game. And the reason is this is OE Federal Credit Union. Now, here's the thing about it with OE Federal Credit Union. In order to join, you have to have somebody that's like in the union, the UAW or something like that. That's the only way for you to get in, unless you have a family member or something like that. I'm still trying to see what organizations they support. But in terms of products and stuff, their signature loans go from $500 up to $20,000. They have savings secured loans go from $500 up to $50,000. Then they have the certificate loans go from $500 up to $50,000. They offer quick loans with no credit check. They go from $1,000 up to $33,000. Excuse me, from $1,000 to $3,000. But my favorite product that they have is the Double Dollar. This is one of the best products. I've never seen a bank have it, but this is one of the best products, and I wish I can find more financial institutions. If anybody ever came across a product like this, put a comment below, because this is one of the best products I think a financial institution can have. Because what it is, say that you want to borrow, you need $10,000, okay, right? So you take $5,000, you put it in a secured account, they will loan you $10,000. That's how fast it is. That's how it works. And I think that's one of the most easiest things, because say that you're trying to start your own business and you need $10,000, but you don't have $10,000, but you can borrow at least $5,000, put that $5,000 into this Double Dollar loan account, and then you have the $10,000 for your business. This is one of the most incredible products I've ever seen, okay? Now, if you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation.